Imagine pulling a simple 5-cent coin from your pocket and discovering it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more. Old Jefferson nickels hide rare secrets, mint errors, and historic designs that have shocked collectors at auctions. Stay to the end because the next nickel you see could change everything. The Jefferson nickel first appeared in 1938, with Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the back. During World War II, metals were needed for weapons, so the U.S. Mint changed the nickel's composition. From 1942 to 1945, nickels were made with 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. These are called war nickels, and they are different from the usual copper-nickel coins. One of the easiest ways to spot a war nickel is by looking for a large mint mark above Monticello on the back. The 1944 P. Jefferson nickel is very rare. Most people think nickels from Philadelphia during the war didn't get the P mint mark, but a few did. This makes them extremely rare. Some were melted down, and not many survived in good condition. That's why collectors search for them everywhere. If you find one, it's not just a coin, it's a piece of history. This coin is also mysterious. Experts aren't exactly sure how many were made or how they ended up in circulation. That adds a sense of excitement. A regular nickel from 1944 might not be worth much, but a 1944 P silver nickel can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Some rare error coins from this year have even sold for tens of thousands. Errors are one reason collectors love this coin. Sometimes the coin has a double image, where letters or numbers look doubled. Other times, it might be off-center or have cracks from the die that stamped it. These mistakes are very rare and can make the coin much more valuable. Even small differences can add hundreds or thousands of dollars to the price. Identifying a 1944 P nickel isn't too hard if you know what to look for. First, check for the P mint mark above Monticello. Next, look at the color. War nickels with silver look a little lighter than regular nickels. Finally, inspect the coin for any unusual marks or errors. Coins in better condition, called mint state coins, are worth more. If it's graded by a professional company like PCGS or NGC, it could sell for a lot of money. Auction results show just how valuable these coins can be. High-grade 1944 P nickels in perfect condition have sold for $5,000 or more. Some coins with rare errors, like a double die or off-center strike, have gone for $20,000 to $50,000. That's why collectors everywhere are always on the lookout for this tiny coin. It's not just money, it's a piece of history and mystery. The 1944 P. Jefferson nickel is exciting because it combines history, rarity, and mystery. It was made during World War II, has a rare silver composition, and a mint mark that few Philadelphia coins have. Some coins are worth hundreds, some thousands, and the rarest could even reach $1 million in the eyes of serious collectors. It's a coin that keeps people searching and talking, even decades later. So, the next time you see a Jefferson nickel from 1944, especially with a P above Monticello, don't just toss it in your pocket. Look closer. It could be a valuable war nickel, a rare error, or a treasure that has survived history. Whether you're a collector or just curious, the 1944 P. Jefferson nickel is more than a coin. It's a story, a mystery, and maybe even a fortune waiting to be discovered. At first, it looks like a normal nickel, but some of these coins are very rare and very valuable. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin has history, mystery, and sometimes huge value. It is small, but it can be a treasure. The Jefferson nickel has been made since 1938, with Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the back. The 2004 nickel comes from the Philadelphia Mint, which usually makes millions of coins every year. But certain 2004 P nickels are special because only a few exist in perfect condition, and some have errors that make them very rare. These coins can be worth a lot. A normal 2004 P nickel in used condition is not worth much. But a coin in perfect condition can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars, and some rare error coins have sold for tens of thousands. In extreme cases, coins with major mistakes can even reach over $1 million. This makes the 2004 P-nickel exciting and mysterious. People are always looking for these rare coins because you never know when you might find a valuable one hiding in your change. What makes this coin mysterious are the errors. Some 2004 P-nickels have mistakes from the minting process. They might have a double die, which makes letters or numbers look like they are doubled. Others might be off-center, meaning the design is not in the middle of the coin. Some have unusual marks or scratches that make them one of a kind. These mistakes are not common, so coins with these errors are very rare and very valuable. Even a small difference from a normal coin can make a huge difference in price. Collectors love these coins because they are unique and almost impossible to find. Even regular coins from 2004 can be valuable if they are in perfect shape. Coins are graded to show how good they look. Grades like MS-63, MS-65, or MS-67 show how flawless a coin is. The higher the grade, the more money the coin can be worth. A normal worn nickel might be only a few cents, but a top-grade 2004 P-nickel can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is why it is so important to check a coin's condition carefully. To identify a valuable 2004 P-nickel, first look for the P mint mark above Monticello on the back. Then check the coin's surface for any unusual features or errors. Coins that look perfect or have errors are the ones collectors want the most. If you find a coin like that, it is a good idea to have it graded by a professional. Companies like PCGS or NGC certify coins, which increases their value. A certified coin can sell for much more at auctions because buyers know it is real and in good condition. Auction results show how much collectors are willing to pay. High-grade 2004 P-nickels without errors can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Rare error coins have sold for tens of thousands, and some extreme mistakes have even reached six-figure prices. This makes hunting for 2004 P-nickels very exciting. Every coin could be worth a small fortune. Collectors search in rolls, collections, and old change, hoping to find that one rare coin that could change everything. The 2004 P. Jefferson nickel is special because it is small, common, but also rare and mysterious. It has history, it has value, and it can sometimes turn into a fortune. It is not just a coin, it is a story. If you ever find a 2004 P-nickel, check it carefully. Look for the mint mark, check the condition, and see if there are any unusual marks or mistakes. That small nickel could be worth hundreds, thousands, or maybe even millions of dollars. It is a tiny piece of metal with a huge story, and it might be hiding a treasure in your pocket. The 2004 P. Jefferson nickel was not an ordinary coin. It was part of the special Westward Journey nickel series, created to honor the 200th anniversary of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This expedition helped open the American West and changed U.S. history forever. To celebrate this moment, the U.S. Mint replaced the usual Monticello design on the back of the nickel with new artwork. In 2004, collectors saw the peace medal design, which shows two hands shaking, symbolizing peace between Native American tribes and the explorers. This alone makes the coin feel historic and meaningful, even though it's modern. What makes this coin special is that it looks common, but it isn't always common in value. Millions were made, so most are only worth 5 cents. However, collectors don't just look at how many coins were made. They look at condition, mistakes, and unusual features. That's where the excitement begins. Some 2004 P-nickels survived in nearly perfect shape, untouched by circulation. These high-grade coins are surprisingly hard to find. When collectors compete for them, prices can jump from a few dollars to hundreds or even thousands. There is also mystery around this coin because of mint errors. Errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. These mistakes are not supposed to exist, which makes them rare and exciting. Some 2004 P-nickels were struck off-center, meaning the design is shifted to one side. Others were broad-struck, where the coin spreads wider than normal. Some showed doubled letters or numbers, where parts of the design look like they were stamped twice. These errors turn a simple nickel into a collector's dream. Error coins from 2004p have sold for big money. Off-center strikes in clear condition have sold for over $1,000. Doubled die nickels can reach hundreds to over $1,000 depending on how strong the doubling is. Broad-struck and clipped planchet errors have also brought strong prices at auctions. These are real sales that show how powerful rarity can be, even on a modern coin. Another reason this coin feels mysterious is the talk among collectors and online videos. Some people claim that rare versions could be worth huge amounts, even throwing around words like millions. While there is no confirmed sale in the millions for this coin, these rumors keep people searching their change. The truth is, coin values depend on demand, condition, and proof from auctions. Still, history shows that coins once thought ordinary have exploded in value decades later. That's why collectors keep an eye on the 2004p nickel. To identify a valuable 2004p Lewis and Clark nickel, start with the basics. Look for the P mint mark, which means it was made in Philadelphia. Check the design carefully. Look at the hands on the piece metal. Are the lines sharp? Is the surface shiny with no scratches? The better the condition, the better the value. Then check for mistakes. Use a magnifying glass and look for doubled letters, uneven edges, missing metal, or designs that seem off-center. Anything that looks strange could be important. High-grade coins are another big key. Coins graded MS67 or MS68 by professional grading companies are extremely rare. Some of these have sold at major auctions for several $1,000s. This is incredible when you remember the coin's face value is just 5 cents. Proof versions from San Francisco can also be valuable, but the Philadelphia Mint coins with top grades are especially exciting to collectors. Auction records prove this coin matters. High-grade 2004p piece metal nickels have sold for thousands of dollars, and strong error coins regularly cross the hundreds to four-figure range. These sales are not guesses. They are real prices paid by collectors who understand rarity and quality. In the end, the 2004p Lewis and Clark Jefferson nickel is more than spare change. It is a modern treasure hunt. Most are common, but a few are special. A tiny error, perfect condition, or rare strike can turn this small coin into something powerful. That's why people keep searching, checking, and hoping. Because sometimes, history, mystery, and money all come together in the smallest places. The 2005 P.O. The Joy nickel is part of the Westward Journey nickel series, created to honor the famous Lewis and Clark expedition. In 1805, after traveling thousands of miles, Lewis and Clark finally reached the Pacific Ocean. When they saw it, Clark wrote in his journal the famous words, "Ocean in view." Oh! The joy! The U.S. Mint used this moment to design a special nickel that shows the ocean, land, and a peaceful view of the West. This design replaced Monticello for a short time, making the coin different from regular Jefferson nickels. What makes this coin special is that it represents a historic moment and was only made for a limited time. Even though millions were struck, most went straight into circulation. They were scratched, worn, and spent. Finding one today in perfect or near-perfect condition is much harder than people think. Collectors love coins that tell a story, and this one represents discovery, hope, and success after a long journey. The mystery around this coin begins when collectors notice that not all 2005p nickels are the same. Some were struck better than others. Some show unusual features. And some were struck with mint errors, which were never supposed to happen. These errors make certain coins extremely rare. Because the coin is modern, many people still search rolls of nickels hoping to find a hidden treasure. Error varieties are where values can jump fast. Some 2005p nickels were struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing and shifted. These can sell for hundreds or over $1,000, depending on how strong the error is. Broad-struck coins, where the metal spreads out and the rim looks wrong, are also valuable. Doubled die errors, where letters or details look doubled, are especially popular. Strong doubling can push values into the high hundreds or thousands. There are also clipped planchet errors, where a piece of the metal is missing from the edge. These look strange and catch the eye of collectors. Another rare error is a die break or cut, where part of the design looks raised or melted. Each error is unique, which makes collectors compete for them. Competition means higher prices. Some collectors talk about extreme values, even mentioning millions of dollars. While there is no confirmed sale in the millions for this coin, history has shown that rare coins can explode in value over time. What matters is rarity, demand, and condition. Today's $1,000 coin could become much more valuable decades from now. That possibility keeps the mystery alive and keeps people searching. High-grade coins are another big reason values climb. Coins graded MS67 or MS68 by professional grading services are extremely rare for this issue. These coins look almost perfect, with sharp details, strong luster, and no damage. Some top-grade 2005 P.O. The Joy nickels have sold at auction for thousands of dollars, proving that condition alone can change everything. To identify a valuable 2005 P.O. The Joy nickel, start by checking the date and mint mark. The P means it was made in Philadelphia. Look closely at the reverse design with the ocean scene. Check the edges, lettering, and surface. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, cracks, missing metal, or off-center strikes. If the coin looks strange or unusually sharp and clean, it may be worth further checking. Coins that look brand new, with no wear, are always worth a closer look. If you think you have something special, collectors often send coins to professional grading companies. Graded coins are trusted and usually sell for higher prices at auctions. Auction records show why this coin matters. High-grade examples have sold for thousands of dollars, and strong error coins regularly reach hundreds to four figures. These are real sales made by serious collectors. Every time one sells for a high price, interest in this coin grows even more. In the end, the 2005 P. Ocean in view. Oh! The Joy Jefferson nickel is not just spare change. It is a piece of American history hiding in plain sight. Most are common, but a few are rare, mysterious, and valuable. That's why people keep searching their pockets and coin jars. Because sometimes, the smallest coin can carry the biggest surprise. The 2005 P. Buffalo nickel is part of the Westward Journey nickel series, created to honor the Lewis and Clark expedition and America's westward expansion. In 2005, the U.S. Mint made a bold move. They brought back the famous American bison, inspired by the classic Buffalo nickel design from 1913 to 1938. On the front, Thomas Jefferson appears with a new, stronger portrait. On the back, a powerful buffalo stands on a mound of land. This design was only used for a short time, making it stand out from regular Jefferson nickels. What makes this coin special is the mix of old and new. It connects modern America with one of the most loved coin designs in U.S. history. Collectors were excited the moment it was released. Even though millions were made, most went straight into circulation and became worn. That makes clean, sharp examples much harder to find today. When collectors search for this coin, they are not just buying metal. They are buying history and nostalgia. The mystery of the 2005 P. Buffalo nickel begins with condition. Many people think modern coins cannot be rare, but that is not true. Finding one in near-perfect condition is surprisingly difficult. The design wears easily, especially on the buffalo's details. Coins with strong detail, smooth surfaces, and bright shine are rare. When collectors compete for these high-grade coins, prices can jump fast. Another layer of mystery comes from mint errors. Errors happen when something goes wrong during production. These mistakes were never meant to exist, which makes them exciting and valuable. Some 2005 P Buffalo nickels were struck off-center, where part of the design is missing. Others were broad-struck, making the coin wider than normal. Some show doubled letters or numbers, where parts of the design look stamped twice. These errors turn an ordinary nickel into a collector's prize. Error varieties from this coin have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes with clear details can reach over $1,000. Strong double die errors can sell for high three-figure or four-figure prices. Broad-struck and clipped planchet errors also bring serious money. Each error is unique, which drives competition among collectors and pushes prices higher. Some collectors talk about extreme future values and even whisper about millions of dollars. While there is no confirmed million-dollar sale for this coin, history shows that rare coins can grow dramatically in value over time. What matters is rarity, demand, and condition. Coins once ignored have become legends decades later. That possibility keeps the excitement alive. High-grade examples are another reason this coin can be so valuable. Coins graded MS-67 or MS-68 by professional grading companies are extremely rare for the 2005 P Buffalo nickel. These coins look almost perfect, with sharp details on the Buffalo and Jefferson's face. Some of these top-grade coins have sold at auction for several $1,000s, proving that condition alone can turn 5 cents into a small fortune. To identify a valuable 2005 P Buffalo nickel, start with the basics. Check the date and look for the P mint mark, which shows it was made in Philadelphia. Look closely at the buffalo on the back. Are the legs, horn, and fur sharp? Is the surface clean and shiny? Then check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling on letters, uneven edges, cracks, or missing metal. Anything unusual is worth a closer look. Coins that look brand new are always important. If your coin has no wear and strong detail, it may be worth professional grading. Graded coins are trusted by collectors and often sell for much higher prices at auction. Auction records show why this coin matters. High-grade examples have sold for thousands of dollars, and strong error coins regularly reach hundreds to four figures. These are real prices paid by collectors who understand rarity. Every record sale brings more attention to this coin and inspires more people to search their change. In the end, the 2005 P Buffalo Jefferson nickel is more than spare change. It is a modern treasure with deep roots in American history. Most are common, but a few are rare, mysterious, and valuable. That's why people keep looking. Because sometimes, the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise.